coaches if you'll make your way to home plate. Here's the starting lineup. First for Sand Springs, catcher leading off, number 6, Bella Wilson. Center fielder batting second, number 4, Morgan Rector. Shortstop batting third, number 10, Chris Helton. At third base and batting 15, Lakeland Harger. At second base and batting fifth, number 23, Kaylee Rake. In center field and batting 6, number 11, Ashlyn Clark. In right field and batting 7th, number 12, Kinsey King. At first base and batting 8th, number 13, Kylie King. The DP and batting 9th, number 1, Bailey Copeland, and pitching number 20, Addison Hughes, and the head coach of Sand Springs, Shelley Brown. Here's the starting lineup. First for the Tigers, leading off at shortstop, number 8, Emily Evans. At second base, batting second, number 21, Taylor Clay. At third base and batting third, number 5, Aaliyah Scarborough. Catching and batting fourth, Jordan Davis. The DP and batting fifth, number 24, Kenya Harp. In left field and batting ninth, Josie Henson. In right field and batting 7th, number 22, Jesse Piles. Pitching and batting 8th, number 1, Hannah Jones. In center field, batting 9th, number 14, Emily Gilliland. And at third base, the flex, number 20, Addison Jones. And the head coach of the Tigers, Randall King. At this time, please rise and move your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome to the Tiger Softball Complex. I'm Dan Hawk. Alongside me is my counterpart. He was with me on volleyball. Let's see how he does on softball. The class president of BA this year, JoJo David. JoJo, a little bit of softball action this evening. How you feeling about this matchup with the Sandites of Charles Page High School coming to town? They're 8-6 on the year, 17-2 for Broken Arrow, just 2 losses. So got to be happy with the Tigers on how they've been able to play this year.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch these Lady Tigers play today. I've been in a few of their games already, and this is a team that is always just a state-bound team that always has the potential, just a lot of talent that Coach King just develops like every single year. I'm excited to see what happens here.
Well, Hannah Jones is towing the rubber in the circle as the Tigers get close to starting this matchup with the Sandites this evening. Jones going to start it out in the circle, and at the plate will be Bella Wilson, the catcher, to start it off for the Sandites. Perfect night for some softball, a little bit of wind, but I don't think it's going to be nothing too drastic of that it'll cause any effect for this matchup this year.
Not at all. Not too much sun either, so these ladies, they'll be able to show out with no sun.
Jones gets a sign from her catcher. And that one is going to go wide left by the third base bag for a strike 1.
Yeah, that one didn't look fair from the beginning. Pitcher put it in the right spot, got her a little bit confused. Little swing to the left, no hit.
Pretty good crowd on hand this evening as well for the Lady Tigers, as expected with just 2 losses on the season. And the second pitch is a called strike, 1 away from a strikeout.
It's a smoker by Hannah Jones. Great swing right there. Switching up the play over here.
That sun could play a little bit of a factor for just a short time, as her third pitch is wide outside. That sun starting to come down. I can see where Jones is putting up a protection to be able to see where that pitch is coming in. 1-2 the count. And she gets her strikeout to start out this ball game.
That's one already. Great start by Hannah Jones over there. Good communication with her and Jordan Davis. That little pitcher and catcher connection right there really worked off for her. That's 1 out for the Tigers. Let's hope that sun doesn't play too hard of an issue today for our Tigers.
So now at the plate for Charles Page, Morgan Rector. She takes a ball number 1.
It's a 1-0 count right there. Let's see if our Tigers can get her out as soon as possible over here.
Within about 20 minutes, she won't be dealing with that sun issue.
Not at all.
Jones. Ball is just a little high, so now it is 2-0 on the count. How many of these girls do you have classes with, JoJo?
I know really a lot of them, honestly, but not many classes with a lot of them, I can say, but I know a lot of them, just not in class. It's a good one right there.
That called strike. It is now 2-1 for Broken Arrow and Jones in the circle.
That's what you call a beautiful pitch right there, just right down the middle, perfect perfection.
Jones going to the plate. Picks up her second strike. Looked like it was an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, it was put in a really uncomfortable spot. She did a great job right there noticing, putting it in a spot where it could still be a strike, but make sure she can get a hit. Great job. Should be an easy one right there.
A little easy action for the Tigers early on as they pick up their second out of the inning.
Great play by our third baseman, Leah Scarborough. Just getting that ball as soon as possible. Easy out. It's 2 on the board, 1 more.
The shortstop now, Leslie Hilton, comes up to the plate for the Sandites. And Jones is starting off strong, showing her heater.
I wonder what's the difference between like fast pitch and slow pitch?
Well, slow pitch, they loft it into the air. That's the biggest difference.
Interesting.
That's obviously in the summer. Jones picks up a 1-1 count.
That one looked fair to me, but ref, he knows better than me.
Umpire.
Yeah, ump. I'm so used to
Spoken like a true Angels fan.
Oh, man.
Just kidding, JoJo. 1-1. That one is going to go way outside. Protect your windshields, as that one's a deep foul ball right over top of us. 1-2 in the count for Jones.
Sometimes those balls, whenever they go everywhere, it could be really dangerous. I've been pretty close to having some baseballs on my windshield. Definitely not a good thing to happen.
Another foul ball on the third base side. Scarborough there, but not going to be able to make any sort of play with that.
Either way, she was ready. She just repaired immediately. Still 1-2 count over here. Let's see if Hannah Jones can prevail.
That ball lifted into left.
There we go.
That is going to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Tigers get out of the inning, and they will come up to the plate for their first time in this ball game.
Great
Stay
job.
with us. We're on ArrowVision with some Tiger softball.
Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
So the Tigers are coming up to the plate in the bottom of the first. Emily Evans will start it off, followed by Taylor Clay, and Aaliyah Scarborough in the hole.
Emily Evans just before this in that top of the first had a great job not letting the sun affect her on that easy fly ball, easy snag right there. And as we can see, the sun is actually coming down sooner than we caught. We said 20 minutes.
We said 20 minutes, and it's already down, so we shouldn't have any problems for Hannah Jones when she gets back into the circle.
100%.
Sunset at 7:44. First pitch out of the zone for Addison Hughes for the Sandites.
Emily Evans, good awareness not to swing on that. That's just that training of being a softball player right there. Not understanding that ball's not going to get hit.
Second pitch now. She gets a piece of it. So the count will go to 1-1.
One thing I'm noticing, the Lady Tigers bench right now, they are really engaged into the game, supporting their ladies day by day. That's what you want to see out of a team. Just a lot of leadership. We talked about it at the pep rally. They were talking about how they're a really good team, like well built together, and just all have a good bondage and leadership with each other. That's why they're 17-2.
That ball lifted to center. But the Sandites all over it. Kaylee Rake with the can of corn top shelf to get Evans for the first out of the inning.
Good. Could have been a little bit better placement by Emily Evans, but great swing right there. Have potential. Let's see if Taylor Clay can get us some runs.
Clay playing second base on the evening for the Tigers.
Lefty, too.
That ball just a little out of the zone for Jones.
I know last volleyball game that we did together, we talked about Lauren Harm's shoes. You know, we got Taylor Clay with the red gloves.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Something unique.
Red batting gloves. She's going to take a second ball.
You know, as an Angels fan, I just love seeing red sometimes.
Any chances
any
you can,
chance I get.
Any chance you can see it. There's not many Angels fans probably out here in Oklahoma, just like me with the Tigers. So 2-0 is the count. She is not going to have a hitter's count. I'm assuming she's going to take one here.
Possibly. Could be an easy 4-0 walk for Taylor Clay. Good awareness so far not to swing at these balls.
So 3-0 is the count. It's going to bring her to the first base with the walk. So good opportunity for Scarborough here in the 3-hole. Get something going.
If there's a word I could talk about for Aaliyah Scarborough, it would be dog. Something I've known for a pretty long time, but she's been a consistent, great player for our Lady Tigers on this team.
So with one on in the bottom of the first, Scarborough lets that one go up.
Good awareness of swinging that one by Scarborough. Ass of right.
Scarborough's hitting .491 on the year with 55 at-bats as well. And she unloads on one. That might fall. It's going to into center. So with that, we now have ducks on the corners. First and second for Jordan Davis at the plate.
Great swing by Scarborough over there, putting them in the right spot, getting those two outfielders over a little bit confused right now. Addison Hughes, as of right now, not doing the best at pitching. Seems like she's giving us some easy ones right now, and hopefully our Tigers can take advantage of this as Macy Childers comes up to bat.
That was Scarborough's 28th hit on the season and her 21st single as well. Davis with an opportunity to get an RBI here. First pitch, she swings and misses.
I said Macy Childers. That's Jordan Davis. That's somebody I know pretty well. Also, is one of our catchers. She's one of the team captains. Very well-led group of Tigers that we have here, as shown by their record.
So with one out, Davis going to get called looking for the second strike.
That one was right by the belt buckle. Perfect placement by the Sandites.
Looked a little in, maybe. Either way, though, she still has another chance here. Hughes sets, delivers. And she gets the strikeout on Davis. So that'll be 2 outs with Kenya Harp now at the plate.
Kenya Harp as a sophomore for these Lady Tigers team. It's great to have her in the lineup, have that young experience. Got to take advantage of this right here. Bottom of the first. We still got an advantage we got first and second base over here. She's got a .368 average on the season so far, too. Really, really good numbers.
Batting almost .370. On the first pitch, though, she swings right through it. Count is 0-1.
No batting gloves. It's kind of
old school.
Popped that exactly. A little old style from the young one.
38 plate appearances on the season for her. 44 plate appearances. 14 hits, along with 8 singles, 3 doubles, and 3 home runs.
This is just examples of having just like that good senior class that can lead your young ones to put up numbers like that. So really impressive from Kenya Harp as the Sandites are having a discussion over there with their pitcher and catcher.
So 0-1's a count with 2 outs. Clay and Scarborough on the base paths. Hughes checks her. And that pitch right down the middle for strike number 2.
Taylor Clay right over here at second base. She is eager. I think she might be looking for that steal, honestly. Would be nice to have that. But Kenya Harp has a potential for a pretty solid RBI based on the speed of Taylor Clay.
I wouldn't be surprised here if they send the runners on the pitch. That pitch is wide, and the runners will move up. So perfect opportunity now for Harp.
She has a great opportunity here to get these bases loaded and get us some points as Josie Henson is ready at bat right now to get up there. And that'd be a great hitter that we can get out there.
One and 2 is the count. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. The pitch just a little outside. 2-2.
2-2 count. Addison Hughes just puts that one way too far to her left. All right. Good awareness by Kenya Harp to not swing at that one. Now she's getting the play from her coach right now. Is that like a playbook? I think I'd call it a thing on the wrist.
Harp sends a sky to the catcher. The catcher unable to hang on. That will bring in 2 runs. Correction, 1 run. I did have it right to begin with. Got a little delayed on the catcher. So the Tigers jump out to a quick, too early lead. I believe that will be an error. We'll get a ruling for our official scorebook in a minute as the Tigers jump on this one to begin with early.
Yeah, at first we went from saying the sun wasn't in effect, then it wasn't. Now it kind of was. It's the catcher over there on the sand eye. It's kind of had a little bit of a struggle to get that ball down due to the sun. So sun benefiting us, get us 2 points on the board as they continue to discuss this. 2 runs, okay.
And the ruling after conversation with the umpire is it is a fair ball. I don't think there was any question about that.
Not at all. Looked fair, honestly, to me. As Josie Hansen is now up to bat. Let's see what she can do over here. Somebody else I actually do know.
You've had some classes with her?
No classes, but I know her.
So the Tigers lead it 2-0 here in the first. The left fielder, Henson, at the plate. She's drawing bunt. She's going to pull it back. And it's called strike.
Well, I question why she went for the bunt. I felt like she would have gotten it if she went for the bunt over there. Right now, still 2 outs on the board. Kenya Harp looks very eager to get to second base. Let's see what Josie Hansen can do. Or maybe she always starts like that. Signifies a bunt, goes straight to the...
Oh, it's aggressive hitting, that's for sure. Hansen. We're going to let that one go up. And the count is now 1-1.
1-1. Good awareness by her not to swing at that one. Great job, Josie Hansen. Let's see if she can get some points on here on this hit. I like how she starts from the bunt and just goes straight to the actual swing. It's
Sandites go straight up in the outfield as well. Hansen lets that one go by.
Seems like their second baseman is shortstop for the Sanders are kind of going back and forth a little bit, leaving second base wide open. Interesting tactic.
2-1 now. She sends a drive to left off the wall for the base hit. Harp coming into third, and she's going to try to score, and she is out at the plate.
Great hit by Josie Hansen, regardless of the outcome.
Ashley Clark with the gun to the plate. 2 left on base for the Tigers, but they do get 2 runs across, 2-0 in favor of Broken Arrow. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision with Dan Hawk and JoJo David.
Recently, you've had to put your life on hold, and we're with you in this. At Ascension St. John, we're now open for appointments, and we are fully prepared for your safety and our care. As we open our doors again, our doctors, nurses, and care teams will continue to wear personal protective equipment. We've taken even more steps to clean and stringently disinfect all areas. We will maintain distancing in our waiting rooms, and will continue to limit visitors. And we will still screen all staff to protect their health and yours. Our emergency rooms are here 24/7. Please do not delay care. We're still delivering babies and performing surgeries. And we're open for your appointments, from specialists and surgical care to routine care and health screenings. Ask us about virtual visits. Ascension St. John continues to care for you, as we have been for almost a century. Thank you for trusting us.
So welcome back to Tiger Softball Complex. I'm Dan Hawk alongside JoJo David. The Tigers strike first, picking up 2 singles, a 2 RBI single by Kenya Harp. They lead it over Charles Page 2-0 to end the first. As the sun is completely down now, kind of feeling maybe like a little bit of a fall night, but I still think we're a long ways away from it really cooling down yet.
We got some
JoJo.
nice breeze, so I'm pretty satisfied by the weather as of right now. As Hannah Jones is back to pitch.
So Hannah Jones gets the strike on the swing by Lakeland Harder, the third baseman.
It's a beautiful, beautiful pitch right there by Hannah Jones. That ball went out there. Hopefully nobody got hit.
I believe it hit off the wall of the indoor facility for baseball and softball.
Softballs are huge compared to a baseball.
That pitch in the dirt. No No swing attempt by Harger there.
Had a little shake to the hand. I think he got hit by that one.
You know, I've umpired several games over my time, from college baseball, summer college ball. Either way, it stinks getting hit in the hand.
That's an interesting fact I never knew about you, Mr. Dan Hawk. You learn something new every day.
You do. So 1-1 now. That pitch rolls just inside. So the count will go to 2-1 on Harger.
Barely to the right of her over there. Right by that belt buckle, that perfect waist spot, but just a little bit. It's a game of inches in softball, too, if you think about it.
Very much so. Jones trying to get her to chase. Harger not going for it. So it is now 3-1.
Here are some claps from the Sandite sideline, getting excited for their teammate. Let's hope we can shut that down right here with a beautiful pitch.
Little dribbler to third. Scarborough having no problems with that one for the first out of the inning.
Great awareness by Aaliyah Scarborough. Once again, just getting these easy ones lined right down her base. Easy throw to first base. Simple one out already to start off the top of the second.
So with the ground out, Kaylin Rake comes to the plate. Second baseman's first plate appearance of the evening.
Early start to the evening as well.
Rake hitting it to the shortstop. Tigers are going to get out right there as Emily Evans makes the nice throw over to first.
Great job by Evans getting back over there, getting that ball out there. Nice throw to first base once again. 2 outs. Let's capitalize over here as soon as possible. The ladies looking really efficient today as well. Not many mistakes that you're seeing from them right now. Early on, I know it's a bit early to say that, but to see, in a sense, perfection from a team this early is really good.
The first pitch to Ashlyn Clark is a called strike. She was way out in front on that one.
Yeah, she was leaning. She was really anticipating that one, but just leaning. I don't know if that affected the hit, or maybe that's how she hits. Maybe she tries to get power by leaning.
Kind of looks like an Ichiro stance where she tries to get to first base on her swing.
Oh,
But that's very common in softball as well, from what I know.
that's a unique way. She did it again, too. That's probably how she always does it. I feel like that brings in so much more power into the hit sometimes. Got a second lefty of the day, too. I always call it the lefties. I don't know why.
So Jones looking for the strikeout, trying to get that outside corner. Doesn't get it to go, so it's now 1-2. She's pitching a pretty good game so far in the circle.
It's early on, but to see this efficiency early on is really good. Counts 2-2 right now, or 1-2.
And she gets Clark going down on strikes to end the inning for the Tigers. We'll take a quick timeout. Broken Arrow on top of Charles Page, 2-0.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
While you are teaching someone special the nuances of keeping the wheel steady, we can provide you means for you to maintain financial equilibrium. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first. There is nothing like teaching about the rewards in life, like catching that first big fish. Now they can learn about other rewards by opening up my first savings account just for them. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Dan Hawk alongside JoJo David, Jesse Piles, Hannah Jones, and Emily Gilland due up for Broken Arrow here in the bottom of the second as they lead Charles Page 2-0.
Jesse Piles, another really proud of this team, probably the closest friend that I have on here. Another old style, no gloves.
Right fielder, that reminds me of my college baseball days, so It's always good to see when the right fielders come up.
Another new fact of the day from Dan Hawk. Played baseball.
Piles takes the first pitch, a strike on the outside corner.
Good attempt at a swing right there, but pitcher did a good job of leading her to the left side.
I think she's still gauging what Bailey Copeland has, or excuse me, Addison Hughes has in the circle. That pitch just a little out of the zone, up and in on Piles.
I saw that one was really close to her face. I got a question for you, Dan. Did you ever get hit in the face?
Not in the face, but I got hit in the arms, the shoulders, the legs, the knees, everything you can imagine, but everything but the face. Her third pitch, a little out to the right, so it is now 3-1 for Piles. 2-1, correction.
Yeah, could be 3-1 right here though. Might have just called, like, manifested it.
That one has a strike written all over it for Hughes.
Addison Hughes once again putting it. A lot of moments where she's putting it in these spots that are kind of confusing the hitter, as Jesse Piles fell for that one. 2-2 count.
Piles unable to get any metal on it, and she goes down on strikes.
Hannah Jones up to bat from pitching to batting. A little Shohei Ohtani action, I see.
You had to get your Angels drop in there at some point in this ball game, didn't you?
I'm going to be talking about him a lot, I'm a casual outside of the Angels, if I say so myself. Let's see what Hannah Jones can do.
First pitch called strike right down the middle for Addison Hughes.
Great placement by Addison Hughes, just straight down the middle. That's softball for you. As she looks at her playbook.
Infielders playing a little in, looks like. As Jones swings right through it for strike number 2.
Strike 2. That one was a little bit higher up. Shouldn't have been a swing, but Hannah Jones going for it, seeing what there could be. Some open spaces right here over too. You can get like a nice little line drive down.
And that pitch way off the mark. It is now 1-2 for Miss Jones.
Let's see if she can capitalize, get on base over here. Feels like it's been a while since we've been on base, but the scoreboard speaks for itself as of right now. Bottom of the second.
That pitch up and in. So it is now 2-2 for Hannah Jones.
Addison Hughes put that one right by her eyelids, in all honesty. Just a crazy one up in the front of the face. 2-2 count. Let's see if she can get this one right to that left-right area.
Little dribbler foul as we'll reset.
Hey, no sun anymore, too. It's nice.
Perfect night for some softball, for sure.
This is the weather that I'm hoping we can get tomorrow. But we got it today, so let's be grateful.
And a Tiger victory versus Owasso as well.
Let's get a victory here first, too.
Start off with some softball. Jones going to let the pitch go up and out. It is now 3-2.
Full count.
91 degrees outside right now.
Looks like 70 from where we're looking. Feels like 70, too.
It does feel like 70.
Full count.
And she swings right through it as Hughes picks up her first strikeout. Second strikeout in a row.
As Emily Gillian comes up to bat. We got a lot of old school hitters on the Tigers, just no gloves.
I rarely wore batting gloves as well when I played.
I feel like I'd be like a different type of person. I wear like one batting glove and no.
I did use some Gorilla Gold though every now and then. It's a sticky substance. It's legal.
Okay. Football it's not.
Yeah, I know it's not. Gillen lets that one go into the dirt. Ball 1.
That one looked promising, but it seems like the catcher just dropped it. feel like if she didn't, that would have been a strike right there. 2 outs. Let's see if Emily Gilligan can get us a promising start and get us on base.
That pitch also up in the zone for Gillen.
Addison Hughes seems to be like pitching it all over the place. We got top, left, right, down, high up, just like going everywhere.
She does have 2 strikeouts in the inning, though. Gillen turning her body, not wanting to wear that one, nearly hits her. It is now 3-0 on the count.
Good flexibility by Gilligan. If that was me out there, I would have got nailed, in all honesty.
Obviously, she's going to let that one go by to see where Hughes is throwing. So the count now moves to 3-1.
Yeah, that one from where I first looked like it was going to be just an easy ball, but she put her in a really good place. Called strike.
And our wind looks like it's mostly died now, as Gillen gets called for strike 2 on the outside corner.
It's 3-2, a full count. 2 outs. This is where it matters. Get a hitter over here, can change the momentum really well. As Emily Evans is ready up on bat.
That one's going to roll out foul, and Gillen will stay in the box.
Gillen still has a chance over here. Get us on bat.
She sends a drive. That is drifting foul on the Sandites dugout. So she's battling at the plate with a 3-2 count.
Yeah, she's having some great swings. They're just the kind of haymakers the way that Hughes is throwing right now. So she can't really get it to where she wants to. Seems like all these she's going right, left. She just knows where she wants to hit it. Just the way that Hughes is throwing it makes it more complicated. It's 3-2.
Gillen with a low dribbler to second. She's unable to beat it out. Looked like it was close. Umpire right on top, though. The Tigers get out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. The end of the top of the second. We go to the top of the third. Tigers on top. 2-0 over the Sandites. Stay with us on Arrow.
Sure, you have the proper equipment to do the job. Favorite part of my job in the morning and in the evening. When I say good morning, have a good evening. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow leading 2-0 over the Sandites. Kinsey King up at the plate, followed by Bailey Copeland and Addison Hughes for Charles Page.
Tigers defensively so far have continued to stay consistent, getting them out there as soon as possible. Let's see if we can keep that consistency going by Hannah Jones with this pitch.
King swinging right away to begin the at-bat. That one's fouled off for strike number 1.
Kinsey King with that leaner technique is what I'll call it, the leaner technique. Seems to not be working so far, but hopefully she can change that.
Fouled off again. Count goes to 0-2 for Hannah Jones.
Jones just continuously just putting in the spots that gets them uncomfortable to make them have to swing and when they really don't want to. The leaner especially, I feel like it benefits Jones more than it benefits the Sandites.
And she's going to get the strike right down the middle as Jones gets the strikeout on King as she just lets it go by. picking up her second strikeout of the game. Bailey Copeland now at the plate for the Lady Sandites.
Easy, just like 3 and out for Hannah Jones right over there.
Got a little piece of it, and that'll be strike number 1.
Saw Jordan Davis, her right hand went up to get that ball. It's a bit risky, but risk it for the biscuit, I guess.
That one also fouled back for Copeland. His account goes to 0-2.
Thank goodness for these nets. I wonder when did they start really doing that in softball, baseball?
It's been a long time, I'll tell you that one. Jones trying to work that outside corner, but it was a little out of the zone. That moves the count to 1-2 on Copeland.
That one looked really promising and had some potential to it. You know, we talked about earlier how it's a game of inches. That was an example of those inches being close.
Copeland sends a drive to shallow second base. And Taylor Clay hauls it in for the second out of the inning.
As they do the little dance. I see those 3 over there out there. You know, middle outfielder, we got our second baseman and third, or shortstop, have a little dance after they execute a good play. So that's that good team chemistry that you expect out of a team that has a 17-2 record.
So Jones picks up the strike on Copeland.
Yeah, Copeland back to pitch. She's the one who kind of started the whole leaner technique and introduced it to us, and so far not so well.
That pitch a little out of the zone. It is now 1-1.
Hearing chants from the Sandite sideline.
It's going to drop foul into left field. Now 1-2.
1-2 count. Copeland had a promising hit over there, just not in the right spot.
Nearly out of the batter's box, but back foot is in. Tigers make a heck of a play by Emily Evans to get out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Tigers still lead it 2-0. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision. Welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex as the Broken Arrow Tigers on top of the Sandites of Charles Page 2-0 as we start to the top of the lineup with Emily Evans at the plate for Broken Arrow.
Back to the top.
New pitcher for the Sandites. I believe it was Kelsey Hilton now in the circle for Charles Page. She was playing shortstop. She's now going to pitch.
Some fast, wild pitches that I'm seeing right here from her for a little warm-up.
Warming up rather quickly. as we begin the bottom of the third.
Emily Evans out to bat over here. Let's see if we can get on base.
She flew out to second in the first. She's looking for her first hit of the ball game. First pitch, low for ball one.
Kelsey Hilton put that one really low. Good awareness by Evans not to swing at that one.
Evans going right back up the middle. That's going to be an error. And she gets on first base.
Yeah, shortstop over there. Kind of looked at the first baseman too soon. Got a little bit confused, but good job to get on base by Emily Evans.
I think it was a combination of trying to field the ground ball and throw it over to first. Needed to go with one thing before the next thing.
Yeah, just so much in mind, got her distracted. It's kind of like how in football, like, you know, when you like try to catch the ball and then like you like go for it, like you like try to run before you have the ball secured, that type of issue.
So Taylor Clay will take strike one, fouls it off to the left side.
She went for the bunt right there, but it just barely touched that foul line, rolled out, and Evans was really eager to get second base over there. So great chance at a bunt, but let's see if the lefty can prevail.
Kaylee Rake in at shortstop for the Sandites as well. Clay. Gonna send one way left for a long strike number two.
Yeah, that one was a foul. Great hit by Taylor Clay. Put it in the right spot. She's third baseman over here. She's kind of coming down for some reason. So putting that spot over there, in a sense, keeping it within the lines is going to be really good for us. So once again, third baseman scooting up.
Clay on 0-2. Gonna go right back to the pitcher. She's out at first, but she moves up Evans to second.
That one seemed like a sacrifice hit right there, just to sacrifice herself to get Evans to second. Let's see if Scarborough can capitalize on this one. Good chance by our Tigers offensively, you know, in this inning right here, keeping it moving.
Like we told you, Scarborough's had 68 plate appearances, 55 at bats, 27 hits on the season, as she's going to let that one go by for ball one. And the Tigers move up. Evans stealing third.
Amazing call by Coach King right there. Realizing that third baseman is just coming down for some specific reason. So having Evans take advantage of just stealing third is just really good awareness by the coach and player.
So 1-0 is the count on Clay. It's now 2-0. That rise ball a little out of the zone.
Yeah, too far to her left right there. Scarborough knew immediately. I'm not swinging for that one. I'm not falling for it.
This game moving rather quickly.
It's already dark out, too.
As that pitch is out of the zone to move the count 3-0.
Odd technique by the Sandites, keeping that middle just wide open, in fact. The second baseman right there is just kind of moving to her left side. See how that plays out for them.
Scarborough with a little nubbler, but it's foul. 3-1's count.
Yeah, Lakeland Harger tried to go dive for it, but I don't think she realized that one was a foul. She's also got like a pitcher. She's got like a catcher's mask as third baseman on. She's pretty cool looking.
She probably gets a lot of comebackers, and she just doesn't want to get hit
Smart move.
in the face no more.
It looks cool.
It's protective. I got to give her props. Most infielders are doing that. As Scarborough going to foul that one off. So the count is now 3-2 for the Tigers.
I'm thinking Scarborough has the same mindset as us. That's talking about earlier, but that middle being wide open, and our Tigers right now getting a little energetic for Elise Scarborough right here, seeing some spirit.
Having some fun in the dugout as they try to get their third baseman, and she's going to get the walk. And that brings up the catcher, Jordan Davis, with ducks on the corners.
Tigers are really top-heavy with this lineup. Every time they seem to be taking these hits, they just continuously find ways to get people on bases and get points. That's just only one out. See if we can get a run right here.
Davis hitting to the shortstop. That's going to bring in a run, though, as the Tigers now make it a 3-0 ball game on the ground out.
Sacrifice with that hit by Scarborough, but only 2 outs, and we got somebody at second base.
That one foul, close.
Once again, that term of game of inches, that one right there, could have turned out bad for us if that was it, in all honesty. Just an easy play for the first baseman. Just get on that bat, and tables are turned.
Kenya Harp started this whole rally in the first at the 2 RBI single. So we'll see if she can get the offense going again here in the fourth. And she sends a drive to center. That one's going to be caught. Tigers get one across. They lead it 3-0 over the Sandites. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. We are in the top of the fourth. Tigers lead it 3-0 over the Sandites of Charles Page. Bell and Wilson will go to the plate to begin the top of the fourth for Charles Page.
I know we had said the sun was going to set at 7:44, but it's 7:50 right now, and the sun is nowhere to be seen. This is great scenery. Great softball weather, too.
Perfect night for some softball. Still warm out there. Welcome to Oklahoma, JoJo.
Yeah, we're feeling the breeze, honest. We got all 3 windows open over here. Let's see if Jones can continue to stay consistent as pitcher.
So the catcher swings on the first pitch for strike number 1.
Yeah, Bella Wilson felt the need to swing at that one, but just Hannah Jones, once again, continues to get these pitches right down the middle. Consistency, consistency, consistency is what she is showing today.
She picks up strike number 2 on the outside corner for BA.
Once again, one of those just in a spot where it's like, do I swing at it or do I not? So great job by Jones.
It's fouled way off. The count remains 0-2.
Might need a little heads-up call. I see some people there over there now.
Remember to check your windshield when you leave tonight, JoJo.
I parked far back. Just in case.
She struck out in the first.
See if we can do it again.
That pitch is way off the mark. So it is now 1-2 on Bell and Wilson.
You know, as a Jungle Squad guy, just kind of I love seeing Chance in a softball environment. Seeing a lot from the Sandites, you know. Hats off to them. Having some things of their own.
Jones trying to work that inside corner. Nothing going to go, though. The count is now 2-2.
Looks promising from where we were at. The ump was deciding if he was going to put that arm up or not, but kept it down, 2-2.
Comebacker. But the Tigers were trying to get it. Emily Evans over to first. No dice. As Addison Jones couldn't get it to go for the umpire to get the out. So Bella Wilson will go to first base.
Those type of plays from your shortstop you want to see. Emily Evans came downhill fast. Try to get his first as soon as possible, but great speed from the Sandites there.
So Morgan Richter now at the plate. She squares around for the bunt, but it is fouled to the back net.
An uncommon factor I kind of noticed, a lot of the Tigers are not really wearing hats. Obviously no sun now, but notice at the beginning of the game, I was like, it's pretty.
It's visors usually with masks or no hats at all. Morgan Richter grounded to third in the first.
She looks at the coach for the call.
Richter scoring around for the bunt, but it goes foul.
Richter keeps going for the bunt. I don't know if she's seeing something that we're not, but continues not to be so not getting much on there, honestly. It could be like a sacrifice type of thing where she tries to get Wilson on second base, so let's see if she does it again.
She fouls that. Third pitch into the back of the net, and the count remains.
Still 0-2. Jones has some time to capitalize on this one, get the first out on the board.
Jones. That pitch going way outside. 1-2 now on Richter.
Yeah, Bella Wilson, if you see her right whenever Jones is about to pitch that, she is trying to take that steal. So
yeah, she's charging to second base as the Tigers lead it 3-0 here in the fourth. That pitch way outside. Count now moves to 2-2. Another dribbler, 6-4, trying to get to that 3-double play. But they'll pick up the out at second.
Great job by the Tigers right there. Interesting fact that we just got. The Sand Springs head coach was on the 1982 BA State Championship team, and he's in the BA Hall of Fame. Coach Shelly Brown. Hats off to her. We got some BA alumni in the field.
Got to thank our PA address announcer for that interesting factoid.
Mr. Larry Smith.
The Larry Smith.
The Larry Smith. You know, me as a youngin', I gotta use my Mr. and Mrs. Gotta be respectful. One out on the board. Let's see if Jones can get that to 2. 1-0 count.
Jones. This ball goes into the dirt. Morgan Richter goes into second base with 1 down.
I heard the Sanites saying, I think senior power was the chant. I don't know if that played a factor in the distraction for the Tigers, but odd chant that got them a little rowdy.
Sandite power.
That's what they were saying. Okay, I heard senior. I was thinking she's like a senior or something.
Leslie Hilton with the 2-0 count. Lets that one go into the dirt. The count now moves to 3-0.
That one really, really low. But Jones, that's why you just get one play, move on to the next. Simple as that. It's the mentality you got to have as softball, especially as a pitcher.
Right down the middle. Called strike 3-1 on Hilton.
That's picture perfect pitch right there. Oh, that's a 3 Ps. Picture perfect pitch by Hannah Jones.
Look at you coming up with an alliteration right there.
Gots to. My mind just thinks of things very fastly.
Jones gonna like that one. The count is now 3-2.
Shall I say it again? Picture perfect pitch by Hannah Jones. Once again. 3-2 full count. Coming back down from 3-0 to 3-2. Great job.
Nice pitching in the circle by Jones as she's trying to get the strikeout here. Comes right back at us in the net. The count remains the same.
I was about to say it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, please don't. Don't make it a hat trick for us.
Hey, if I see another one, I don't know.
That is a base hit into right. Sandite's going to come across to score. As Morgan Richter comes across. And that crucial hit by Hilton into right. It is now 3-1, still in favor of Broken Arrow.
Great line drive down the right by Kelsey Hilton as she gets hyped up for her team right there. Getting their first points on the board, hopefully some motivation for them, but knowing Hannah Jones, she'll shut that down immediately. Let's go Tigers.
So 1 out here in the 4th. After Hilton single into right. Foul ball on Lakeland Harger. I think she picked it up fair, but they're going to reset it.
It seemed fair to her at first until
it did at the beginning.
Screamed foul here from up here.
So that'll be an 0-1 count for Harger now. Harger will send a drive to right. No problems for Jesse Piles, as it is now 2 outs.
Piles out there getting some redemption from that first one, getting that point up there. But like I said, you got to have the mentality of just, move on from it. Great fly ball catch by her out there. First kind of active movements from our outfielders all day today. Yeah, I think so. They haven't had many fly balls or many balls out there, in all honesty.
So with the out, that brings up Kaylin Rake, who takes a strike 1.
Beautiful pitch right down the middle by Jones. She's continuing to stay poised through it all on these pitches. Just what you want out of a pitcher.
Rake. Gonna let that one go into the dirt. Is now 1-1.
Addison Jones right there on first base. She seems really prepared to get that ball in case there's some sort of steal that we see from Kelsey Hilton. So good awareness that we see from all around the field.
One for Rake. Rake gonna swing right through it. Is now 1-2.
It's a great one right there. That's one of those. It's just If you're a hitter right there, you're thinking, should I swing at that or not? She said to swing at it. Bad luck for her. Great job by Hannah Jones right there, making it 1-2 count. And capitalize right here with another strike.
Ray going to let that one go. As Davis fires one to second and gets us out of the inning. Tigers on top, 3-1 as they give up 1 run in the top of the 4th. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
I encourage them to come to work. I have a great group of people driving the bus. That management group over there is top notch. That's the best management group I ever worked for that cares about you, cares about the student, make sure you have the proper equipment to do the job. Favorite part of my job, in the morning and in the evening when I say, good morning, have a good evening. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Sandites get a run in the top of the 4th to make it a 3-1 ball game as Josie Henson comes up to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th.
Been a great day so far for our Tigers. But let's find out. Dan, how's your day been?
Not bad, man. It's capped off with a good softball game here. Couldn't pick a better night to be playing some softball on the opening day for NFL football as well.
I wonder how the Chiefs are playing right now.
You'll have to let me know.
I know all these fantasy people right now are just locked into that game 100%. As Henson's up to bat.
Henson lets that pitch go out. And on the season, trying to get her stats here. She's batting .425 with 40 bats as well.
Yeah, Josie's been a consistent, great player for our Tigers, even last year as a junior, now going into her senior year, taking that big role of leadership. And one thing I could ask you, Dan, how is it that is it beneficial that the Sandites are continuously leaving that second base, just nobody there? It's odd technique.
Well, it's leaving it open for Jensen.
Helping us out.
As she takes the strike on the inside. Like I said, Jensen batting well over 400 on the year. 17 overall hits for Jensen as she lets that one go way out.
Hilton with a little bit of a wild pitch out to her left over there. Henson knew not to swing at that one. Great awareness.
So the count is now 3-1 for Henson. As the Tiger bench getting a little amped up, trying to get some offense going here in the 4th.
Showing a Tiger spirit.
That one's going to roll in, and she's going to be awarded first base.
Almost got hit in the thigh, which, fun fact, to my memory, you got hit in the thigh.
That's true.
A little throwback to earlier in this live stream. As Jesse Piles is now up to bat. Sun down, lights on. Feels like Friday Night Lights.
Piles going to foul it off her right shoulder.
Regardless of it, Henson was prepared. She just ran to second, was close to third at that point. Showing some speed from the senior. As she gets some talking points from Coach Childers.
Piles with 1 strikeout in the ball game. Shows bunt. Pulls it back. Sandites throw it into center. Could have been an opportunity to get a runner to second, but regardless, no out.
I don't think there was any awareness that that was all happening, in all honesty. I think that the Sandknights thought that she was going to try to steal, but she didn't. And once that happened, they kind of messed up, and she actually had the opportunity to steal due to that. So pretty interesting by the Sandknights right there.
Runner goes, comes back. As Piles looks at an opportunity to move up the runner.
Yeah, Henson seems to be really eager to steal right here too. So let's see if that speed can pop out.
Piles sends a grounder to second, out at first, but Henson goes into third with the scoring opportunity now for Broken Arrow.
Another great sacrificial hit by Piles, putting it on that right middle area, and Henson gets two bases right there. She's at third right now, and Hannah Jones, our pitcher, coming up to hit. Let's see if she can get us a point on the board offensively now.
So opportunity now for the pitcher, Jones, with Henson on third. Tigers with 3 runs to the Sandknights 1. First one is foul.
Jones is like a Swiss Army knife. Actually has a great opportunity here to get us a run.
Jones going to look at that one, look like a little outside. As the count now moves 0-2.
Sandknights, honestly, this year not having the season that they would have expected. 8-6 record coming into this versus the 17-2 Tigers. They're maintaining pretty well, so let's hope our Tigers can get that that advantage soon as we get another first ball, actually, of this count. 1-2.
That run way out to the right side.
Our right, her left. You know, I kind of have to develop that skill to understand it's their left and our right.
Hannah Jones sends it into the Bermuda Triangle. Henson comes across to score. That makes it 4-1, Broken Arrow.
Great hit right there, right in that middle area, right between the shortstop and that outfielder. Great placement. That's the ump is now talking to. Coach, it seems that there's an issue, but, you know.
So Jocelyn Gibson will go to first base to run for Hannah Jones. As Jones picks up her RBI, like I said, she's now 1 for 2 on the night.
Interesting choice of a sub right there.
Gibson, the speedster. As the Tigers look to try to capitalize on the single. On the bunt, it's fair. And she's going to get it to first. Gibson out near second, gets back in. No tag on the play. So Gillian beating out the throw for Broken Arrow.
Great bunt right there by Gillian. Gibson was debating in her mind to go for third, but luckily got back in time to get for second to call her safe. That could have been a big loss of an out right there, but great awareness to get back to second.
So Gillen beats out the run. Sandknights go to the mound to take a visit. Broken Arrow leads it here in the 4th, 4-1. We'll take a quick timeout on ArrowVision.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
Welcome back to ArrowVision. Tiger softball taking on the Sandites of Charles Page. We're now at the top of the lineup. Emily Evans at the plate with 2 on.
It's looking promising for our Tigers as we're back up top. We got first and second.
Evans going to get one right in the middle of the back. She's not happy about it, and that's going to load the bases for Taylor Clay.
You know, we referred to the shoes in the volleyball games as purple people eaters. We got the red gloves. Wonder what nickname we could come up with those. She got the bases loaded. Great but chance right here
Clay
to get us a run.
hitting .545 on the season, 30 hits, 26 singles, 2 doubles, 2 triples, no home runs. She fouls that one off near the dugout of the Sandites. So this could be an opportunity for her to pick up her first home run of the season.
Big grand slam. Her being statistically a really good hitter, she has a great chance here to bring us in some runs for our Tigers.
Oh, and 1 the count on Clay. Clay going to let that one go out. It's now 1-1.
Only 1 out so far in this inning. It's been a pretty long inning of just great offense from our Tigers, stacking up more points. And as right now, we got the bases loaded.
Scarborough on the on-deck circle and warming up. Clay sends it to short, trying to get 1 run across. Sandites get the out on Gibson. That'll be the second out of the inning.
Having Scarborough out there to hit with all these speedsters at every single one of these bases is almost promising a run for our Tigers. But let's see if she can capitalize on this big moment right here.
So with 2 out, Scarborough at the plate. Scarborough with 1 homer on the season.
That was a shocker to me. That I thought that was out. I thought it was a bad strike, honestly, but he saw something that we didn't, and luckily our Tigers 1-0 count.
Scarborough grounds out to short to end the inning. As on 1 run on 2 hits, Tigers now lead at 4-1 as we go to the top of the 5th. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Recently, you've had to put your life on hold, and we're with you in this. At Ascension St. John, we're now open for appointments, and we are fully prepared for your safety and our care. As we open our doors again, our doctors, nurses, and care teams will continue to wear personal protective equipment. We've taken even more steps to clean and stringently disinfect all areas. We will maintain distancing in our waiting rooms, and will continue to limit visitors. And we will still screen all staff to protect their health and yours. Our emergency rooms are here 24/7. Please do not delay care. We're still delivering babies and performing surgeries. And we're open for your appointments, from specialists and surgical care to routine care and health screenings. Ask us about virtual visits. Ascension St. John continues to care for you, as we have been for almost a century. Thank you for trusting us.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Tigers in front of Charles Page, 4-1. As they pick up a run in the bottom of the 4th. They've scored in every inning except the bottom of the 2nd. As Sandites come up to the plate with Kaylin Rake.
Jones still consistently pitching for us. It's a great sign you want to see us once again. It seems that this is an ongoing trend to not have a second baseman playing second baseman. So
Rake sends a poke into right center, and it's going to fall. The Sandites get 1 runner aboard.
yeah, she put that one in a great spot between that outfield and shortstop.
So left fielder now, Ashlyn Clark, comes up to the plate. Tigers moving in, looking like they're going to go for a bunt. That pitch just off the mark for Jones. 1-0 is the count.
Got another one of those leaner techniques. I believe we're already seeing it once again from Ashlyn Clark. Seems to not be working for the Sandknights tonight. Let's see if she can change that.
She gets the second pitch, a strike, 1-1's count.
Might I say, Dan Hawk, that was a picture-perfect pitch. He seems to have a reaction when I say it, so I got to make sure to say it.
You're sure on point tonight.
Trying to be.
On the foul, that will move the count to 1-2.
Yeah, Kenzie King with the right hand tried to snag that ball off of that net. Fell right off, you know. A little Butterfingers moment. It's okay. Ashlyn Clark back up to hit.
Tigers have 17 wins on the year, just 2 losses. That pitch is just a little off the zone. The count moves to 2-2.
Yeah, 17-2, really solid record. I was actually at the game, one of the losses. It was against Southmore, who's one of the best teams in the state. It seems to be a back and forth thing, and they played really well. Just kind of had a situation near the end, but
as Clark goes down on strikes, Jones picking up another K.
Questioning on why Clark chose to swing on that one. So it seemed a little high, but maybe she just thought of something that we didn't, but that's an out for our Tigers.
I believe that's her 4th strikeout of the evening. As the Sandknights move to the back of the top of the, or excuse me, Kenzie King now at the plate, sorry.
Jones getting the play from Coach.
King laying a slapper down. And she's going to beat out the throw. And the Sandknights now have runners at first and second.
Sandknights a little bit now seem to be doing that a lot, but the question is, can they capitalize on getting these points on the board? These past few innings they've been doing.
So with 1 out, Kyle King, first baseman, is going to look at ball 1.
She has the bat really high up whenever she goes for the swing. That's a little bit of additional power, it seems. As the Sandknights have people on first and second base. Let's hope we can prevent them from getting any runs.
Two on, 2-0 the count. As King sends it to right. And she's going to miss that one. Jesse Piles unable to hang on. And that's going to load the bases for Bailey Copeland.
Got another one of the leaners up there.
So 1 out now here in the 5th for Copeland. She sends a foul ball right over our heads for strike 1.
Yeah, bases loaded right here. Only 1 out. Not looking the best for our Tigers, but knowing us, we can prevent these runs from coming.
Tigers come in to Try to get an easy out, number 2. Copeland takes that pitch up and in. 1-1's the count.
The Sanders have like leveled up their energy now that they've got these bases loaded on this on the dugout.
And the pitch is just outside. 2-1.
2-1. She tried to put it in a spot to get her uncomfortable, but the spot was just a little bit too low. Didn't get in that box right there, so ump had to call it a strike, call it ball.
Two and one. Right back to Jones. She's going to go right back to the plate for out number 2. Sandite's unable to get anything going. I think Kylie Rake ran into the bat coming into the plate.
Seems to be in some pain while she stumbles up. Hopefully she gets a little better.
So the Sandites now back at the top of the lineup with 2 outs for Bell and Wilson.
Tigers now in a better promising spot now that there's 2 outs on the board. Can easily capitalize over here.
Wilson going to let that one be called a ball. Jones delivers for strike 1.
Great pitch right down the middle. Bella Wilson thought she had a chance of getting that one, but just too much power behind that pitch by Jones. That's 1-1. Just keep it consistent from that point to now. It'll be 3 outs.
If BA can get out of this inning, some quality softball here, as Jones gets Wilson to fly to center for the out. Emily Gillen hauls it in. Tigers lead it 4-1, and we go to the bottom of the 5th inning here at the Tiger Softball Complex. You're watching Tiger Softball with JoJo David and myself, Dan Hawk. And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow on top of Charles Page, 4-1. Take Me Out to the Ball Game is being played.
A beautiful classic.
I haven't heard this version of Take You Out to the Ball Game. I don't know who. This is not Abbott and Costello. I'll put it that way. This is a Larry Smith special here at the Tiger Soft Complex.
Ah, Mr. Larry Smith, a dog.
As Jordan Davis comes up to the plate for the Tigers. She's flown out to left. She's grounded to short. So see if she can get anything going here in the bottom of the 5th.
As Kenya Harp's on the deck, getting ready.
The pitch just out of the zone for ball 1.
Just a little bit too far to the left on the bottom. Jordan Davis knew immediately not to swing at that one.
Correction, she's grounded out to shortstop and had a K in the first. But now she's going to get on first base, beating out the throw from the Sandites third baseman as the Tigers look to get the offense going here in the bottom of the fifth.
That bounce on the ground from the beginning of the hit really benefited Jordan Davis. That bounced a little bit above that third baseman for her not to be able to get it. Great job as they sub out Jordan Davis to get Jocelyn Gibson to run.
Kenya Harper starting all this rally back in the first with a 2 RBI single. Gibson in a pinch run for Davis, so hopefully Harper can get something going here.
Gibson seems to be the go-to speedster on the squad right now.
That pitch just outside.
Harp up to bat. She started off showing us off this old style look of no gloves, and seems to be a trend on the Broken Arrow Tigers.
Harper going to let that one run in to move the count 2-0.
Harp, good awareness not to swing at that one. Knew it was way too low. Two balls. Let's hope it's 3.
Harper with a little dribbler to the pitcher. And she grounds out for the first out of the inning.
It gets Gibson to second, and now Josie Henson up to bat. Henson actually earlier had great opportunity. She actually kind of started it off outside of Kenya Harp, getting the points on the board for second and third people.
By the end of the game, I'll get you squared away between basketball and baseball as far as runs are considered.
Yeah, I'm saying points a lot. It's the habit of watching basketball.
It's okay. Henson is with the called strike. Owen won the count on Henson. Gibson at second. Henson. Just a long strike number 2. She could have just sat back just for a little longer. That could have been a great hit, bringing in Gibson probably from second.
A lot of her hits seem to be leaning towards this left side. It sounds to be her favorite or sweet spot, benefiting us Tigers, getting us some runs.
Owen to the count on Henson. She squares around for the bunch, pulls back, and sends it into center. Gibson gonna stay at third. Henson going into second for a perfect opportunity for Jessie Piles at the plate.
Great awareness by Henson. Once she got to first, she noticed that they were throwing it back towards the pitcher. She just instantly went to second. Now Piles has a great opportunity to get a run in for the Tigers. As the crowd is screaming her name, and she has a great opportunity. Got the crowd on her side.
Strike. So with in the bottom of the fifth.
Only one out there, too.
With a 2-run scoring opportunity. Piles swings by. I think she was going for the check swing. Kind of hesitated to pull back. So now it is 0-2 on the right fielder.
Yeah, with that check swing, it felt really oddly timed at first, but back to that call that you had said about it.
Gibson and Henson are probably going to be running that ball outside.
1-2 count for Piles.
The count now moves to 2-2.
Jones on deck. If we could possibly get her to walk over here, we'll have full count.
Piles hitting .333 on the season. With 13 hits, 11 singles, 2 doubles. And she's going to let that one run in to move the count to 3-2.
I had swore from this angle that ball had hit her.
She also has 9 RBIs as well. 10 walks, so she's obviously a veteran hitter at the plate. And makes the pitcher pitch. Full count now. Piles is going to get called for the strikeout looking. Looked a little out of the zone. So that will be the second out in the inning as Hannah Jones comes to the plate to try to get a pair of Tiger runs to come across to score.
That one to me did not seem at all like an out, but Jones right here has a great opportunity to get some runs for our Tigers over here.
Jones sending it into right. It's going to go over the right fielder's head. That's going to bring in 1 run. That'll bring in 2. Jones goes into second base with a stand-up double.
It's a double RBI by Jones. Great job getting those runs in for our Tigers. Boosting up that scoreboard as Gillen comes up to hit.
So with the double, that makes it a 6-1 game.
Subbing in also out there is
Natalie DiGiacomo.
Natalie DiGiacomo in for Jones, running at second. Jones picking up her 3rd double of the season.
She'll put that in her good great.
Now batting for the Tigers, center fielder number 14,
San-
Emily Gilliland.
I think there was a little bit of discussion about if she could have if Coach King could have a meeting or not there with the substitution, but I think everything is resolved. So 6-1 now for Broken Arrow. 7 hits on the evening. That pitch rolls into the dirt. And Giacomo goes into third as Gilland. That's ball 1.
She chose not to swing on that one. Very wise choice, and look at that. From second to third, 1 base closer to a run.
Gillen slaps it to the second baseman. The Sandites get out of the inning, but not before 2 runs come across. It is now 6-1 in favor of Broken Arrow here at the Tiger Softball Complex. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Isn't it nice to know that you can spend your weekend any way you like? We have convenient e-bank products such as online banking, mobile deposits, mobile banking, and account alerts, just to name a few. E-bank, whenever, wherever, why ever. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first. While you are teaching someone special the nuances of keeping the wheel steady, we can provide you means for you to maintain financial equilibrium. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first. There is nothing like teaching about the rewards in life, like catching that first big fish. Now they can learn about other rewards by opening up my first savings account just for them. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first. If you and your family have been waiting for the perfect time to jump into your dream home, it's here. We make buying a new home as easy as it is exciting with quick credit approvals and great rates. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. I'm Dan Hawk. Alongside me is JoJo David, Senior Class President, on the color analyst duty, as Morgan Richter comes up to the plate, the center fielder for the Sandites. Tigers were able to get 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. They now lead it 6-1, looking for their 18th victory of the season.
Been a promising day for our Tigers today, especially pitching by Hannah Jones.
Richter lets the first one go by, It is 1-0. I'm always curious as to what the Tiger chants are in the dugout, something that has always fascinated me about the sport of softball. Jones going to get the second pitch into the dirt. It is now 2-0.
I don't believe that the Tigers have any, in all honesty. I don't think so. On a chance so far coming from the Sandknights, and I remember the game I had went to with Southmore, they had a lot of them, but it seems like we don't. But, hey, we're efficient and consistent, so maybe no need for them.
2-0. Now going to move to 3-0 as that pitch is way wide and outside.
3-0. Can't give up an easy walk over here for the Sandknights. Got to turn it around.
3-0 now. Called strike. Count moves to 3-1 on Richter.
It's a beauty right there, right down the middle by Jones. Starting that turnaround right now. 3-1 count. Top of the sixth. It's close to near the end of the day, Dan Hawk.
Close. That ball fouls into the back of the net. Moves to full count.
It's a good way to start and capitalize the top of the sixth right here for Jones.
Does my official scorer have any idea how many pitches Jones has in the circle? A lot, from what I've been told. Richter gonna go down on strikes for the first out of the top of the sixth.
It's a beauty down the middle by Jones, as I am now seeing that the Chiefs are winning 14-7.
139 pitches for Jones in the circle. You know, I wish I had that kind of arm when I played baseball, because it's a lot of pitches, but you throw differently, obviously, in softball.
What position did you play, Dan?
I played right field. As Kelsey Hilton fouls it off.
Looking at that left spot over there, just got it too far to the left out there for a foul, and that's 0-1.
Hilton has a single to right, an RBI single that came in the fourth inning. It's 0-1. She's going to go for strike two on Hilton.
It's amazing how consistent Jones can stay with those beauties just right down the middle even so late in the game.
Jones. That pitch wide out to the right. It's now 1-2.
Too far out to the right. Kelsey Hilton knew not to swing at that one.
Just one error given up for the Tigers this evening. 2 for the Sandknights. And the pitch. Trying to get that corner. Unable to get it to go. It is now 2-2.
Davis had kept their hand out, hoping that the ump would realize that that one was possibly at a chance to strike, but sadly no call. 2-2 count.
Hilton going to let that one just go up. It is now 3-2.
It's a full count right there. We got a chance to capitalize right here. Get us 2 outs on the board. Start off the top.
Hilton sending it to center, but no problems for Emily Gillen as she hauls it in for the second out of the inning. So with the out, Lakeland Harder, the third baseman, comes up to the plate.
Back out there once again. Our outfield right now doing a great job on this middle area by Emily Gillen right now. 2 outs, great chance right here for Jones to capitalize to get us down to that bottom of the sixth.
Harger sends a grounder to third, but Scarborough cleans it up to get out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, as the Tigers still lead at 6-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Recently, you've had to put your life on hold, and we're with you in this. At Ascension St. John, we're now open for appointments, and we are fully prepared for your safety and our care. As we open our doors again, our doctors, nurses, and care teams will continue to wear personal protective equipment. We've taken even more steps to clean and stringently disinfect all areas. We will maintain distancing in our waiting rooms, and will continue to limit visitors. And we will still screen all staff to protect their health and yours. Our emergency rooms are here 24/7. Please do not delay care. We're still delivering babies and performing surgeries. And we're open for your appointments, from specialists and surgical care to routine care and health screenings. Ask us about virtual visits. Ascension St. John continues to care for you, as we have been for almost a century. Thank you for trusting us.
And welcome back to Tiger Softball Complex. Tigers on top of the Sandites of Charles Page. They lead it 6-1. We go to the top of the lineup. Emily Evans, the shortstop, as Kylie King in the circle for Charles Page pitching.
Switched out their pitchers for Kelsey Hilton. That's the music. Feeling nice and groovy.
Amy Winehouse in the house. Always a fan of her music. Do you even know who Amy Winehouse is, Jojo?
I'd be lying to you if I said I did. There are a lot of things so far that Dan is calling me out for. You guys wouldn't even know.
That's why you're my favorite class president.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one.
You're
that
only class president I've got to meet so far.
Let's go. I'm part of Mr. Dan Hawk's firsts.
Yes.
I say Mr. because he doesn't like it.
No, I do not. Bottom of the 6th now for Emily Evans.
Finishing it off with the top of the lineup is a great way.
Evans going to take a called strike one. As King throws it in, but Evans just going to foul it off.
That one out right there. Evans trying to get in that left area, but just ball was kind of low. Ended up getting out in that foul area. As we're seeing some jumps from the dugout on our Tigers.
0-2 for Evans. Evans, I'll let that one go way out.
A little bit of a crazy pitch by Kyle King out there, way out to the far left. As Evans was aware enough to not swing at that one.
Evans going to single up right up the middle to start the bottom of the 6th for the Tigers as Taylor Clay comes to the plate.
The rambunctious red gloves. Is that one hit or not? Yeah.
I would see you probably wearing red gloves too.
Yeah, you know, blue is actually my favorite color.
Blue, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
don't say it.
No, I won't.
Okay. You know, Mr. Greg Spencer would have liked that one.
Dodger blue?
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
I was thinking Tigers blue.
Oh, it's more of a navy.
Oh, Rangers blue, according to our director.
I was, in all honesty, I was just
producer. Excuse me.
I was just not thinking Rangers blue. We can go with that. Just
Clay with a 1-0 count slaps it to the pitcher, and she is going to get on. As the Tigers now have 2 on for Aaliyah Scarborough coming up to the plate.
Yeah, Kyle King was kind of debating in her mind. She looked back at second. She's like, oh, she's already over there. Turns back at first, throws it, and Taylor Clay's over there immediately. Let's see if Scarborough can get some more points. I stopped myself on that one.
Scarborough has a chance to extend that lead. She sends a poke to first, They fire it over to third. Umpire rules that Evans is out for the first out of the inning.
Davis up to hit. We got first and second. Almost had third over there. It seemed safe to me at first, but ump called it out, so still a chance for the Tigers to get some runs in.
Yeah, Kylie Rake with a nice throw over to third base. It's Davis, the catcher. Lets that one go into the dirt.
Taylor Clay was sticking in her mind to go ahead and steal that one. Chose to fall back. Ended up being the smart move as the catcher was well and aware and ready to throw that to third base.
Back in the third, Davis grounded out to short. Davis sends a liner into right. That's going to bring one run across. As Clay comes in to score, it is now 7-1 in favor of Broken Arrow.
Tigers now have a promising gap in this lead right now. As Harp's back on bases, where it really all started from the beginning, getting those runs in.
Back in the first inning, she picked up a pair. Harp with an opportunity here to extend that lead. Harp finds a hole, and that's going to bring in 2 runs. Broken Arrow now leads it 9-1.
Another double RBI for Harp, and that possibly could be the end to the chances of the Sand-Knights getting any more points on this board as coach is coming out now. Talk to the ump.
That's 4 RBI night for Harp. As Josie Henson is at the plate, Sand-Knights shuffling their players around. We'll pause right now. Tigers lead at 9-1. When we come back, we'll let you know what the substitutions are. Tigers on top, 9-1.
Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Isn't it nice to know that you can spend your weekend any way you like? We have convenient e-bank products such as online banking, mobile deposits, mobile banking,
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow on top, 9-1. New pitcher at the plate, Addison Hughes for the Sand-Knights. Josie Henson at the plate. She takes ball 1.
Nice start over there by Henson over there. Not choosing to swing at that one. A little too low, so that's a ball up there. That's new pitcher Hughes back on to pitch for the Sand-Knights.
Henson batting .425. 17 hits on the season. Running at first base. As Henson fouls it off to the left.
Yeah.
New pinch runner at first, trying to get that information for you.
Henson right there, like I said earlier, loves that left spot, but that pitch over there was a little wild, ended up getting out there.
Henson drawn bunt. As Macy Flouchet at first base, pinch running for the Tigers. Henson on a 2-0 count. Draws the walk. I had the count backwards. Sorry there. So with the walk, Jesse Piles comes up to the plate with 2 on.
Seems she's switching bats possibly, but Henson right there. It seems that her technique of
Might be getting a pinch hitter here for the Tigers. As Addison Arnold comes into the plate for Jesse Piles with an opportunity with 1 out to continue to add runs on the board. Arnold lets strike 1 go by.
Yeah, Hughes just put that one right down the middle. Arnold didn't react to it as soon as she should have, nor did she really, but that's just 1 on there.
Arnold swings right through it.
Yeah, that one right there was like kind of a little bit higher than where it would have been normally. Arnold took the swing at it, just didn't even really graze it. It was close to grazing it, but ended up being another strike.
So with 2 strikes, Arnold lets that one go out. It's now 1-2.
Good awareness right there not to swing at that one by Addison Arnold.
Arnold goes down on strikes for the Tigers for the 2nd out in the inning. That brings up Hannah Jones back to the plate.
Jones back up there being that Swiss Army knife for the Tigers today. Pitching, batting, everything. I know a player like that. He's number 17 on the Angels. You know his name, Dan?
Probably Shohei. Jones fouls it off. Like I said earlier in the game, protect your windshields.
Yeah, that one, you could hear that one from up here.
86 degrees this evening.
Honestly, it feels like 70. This is perfect weather right here. So it looks beautiful, honestly.
0-1. Jones takes strike number 2.
Good one straight down the middle by Hughes over there. That's Flouché out there at second. Don't see it on the, that was a ball, but I'm not sure if it should be 2 balls or if that was just the first one on there.
No, it was the first one.
Got
1-2 is the count on Jones. Jones fouling it off again. Just on top of the roof here.
You can hear it from where we're at. But Jones over here still has a good opportunity for our Tigers. Get some runs in. Got first and second.
11 hits on the night to the Sandites 4. Jones let that one go into the dirt. Tigers have scored in every inning except the bottom of the 2nd this evening. A lot of crooked numbers up there as well.
Yeah, consistency from the Tigers. Really, outside of that one, all you're seeing is points, 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 and points.
I don't see any points.
I should say runs, 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 and runs. Yeah, Mr. Dan Hawk is not a fan of the point word, but neither should I.
It's been a good comical relief out of our class president, JoJo Davis, learning the art of the run in softball. Jones gonna draw the walk. That will load up the bases for Emily Gillen.
Gillen has a good chance
Gillen on the season.
Seems like the Tigers have been consistently in this top right here, top of the 7th. Or it's actually still the bottom of the 6th, correct?
Bottom of the 6th. She fouls off the first one to make it 0-1.
Third time in this inning that we've heard that thing above us just bong. But still, it feels like the bottom of the 6th has been going on consistently. Just Tigers getting points on the board.
Gillen draws the ball. 1-1 the count. So with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Gillen. And send it right back to the catcher. Bella Wilson hauls it in as the Tigers score 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th. As we go to the top of the 7th, Tigers on top 9-1. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision. Welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow leading it over the Sandites 9-1. Last chance for the Sandites as Kylie Rake comes up to the plate to begin this inning.
Seems almost nearly impossible to see the Sandites coming back from this deficit they're in right now.
3 outs and we'll be victorious here at the Tiger Softball Complex as Broken Arrow will pick up their 18th win of the season. Jones still pitching in the circle. Probably well over 150 pitches on the night. No, the count on Rake. Rake's drive to center. That one going to go over the head of Emily Gillen. Goes into second with a double.
Yeah, Rake bringing some energy, some fist pumps over there. Gillen seemed to have stumbled coming in and had backed out, had that ball go over her head.
So with the double, Sandites trying to come back from an 8-0, 8-run lead. She slaps it over. Tigers get at 1, trying to get 2. Unable to get it to go as Ashlyn Clark unable to beat out the throw.
Yeah, after they got that one to the first baseman, Addison Jones, she tried to swing it as soon as possible to third base with Leah Scarborough. Just a little bit too low for Leah to get it, but that's still 1 out on the board.
So Kinsey King, the right fielder, comes up to the plate for the Sandites. Kylie Rake on third, 1 out. The first pitch, a ball.
Yeah, Jones right there, just staying poised as the pitcher, still getting the ball exactly where it needs to be every single time.
Another slap. Tigers get it out again. Rake comes in, and that's it. On the throw from Addison Jones. Tigers win it 9-1, 11 hits, while giving up 1 error the next time the Tigers are in action, September 11th against Bartlesville. Your winner tonight, Broken Arrow 9, Sandites 1. Thank you for watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.